How's it, guys? I just wanted to do a quick update on the market. Obviously, yesterday we got quite a nice move to the upside. So I want to speak about exactly what I'm doing and what I'm looking at for the day. There was a lot of setups I was looking at yesterday, but the move that happened was super quick and it didn't give us the entries that I wanted. But there is a trade that we did take this morning, so we'll speak about that and also what I expect that's going to happen today. So if you guys remember a few days ago, about a week ago, I was telling you guys that this was the rejection zone for USDT dominance, and that's exactly what happened, right? We tapped into the zone multiple times, right? Multiple times, and then we got that move to the downside. So USDT dominance is looking very weak here. And this could have been that double top that we did speak about, right? We spoke about this multiple times throughout the last couple of weeks, okay? Right now, we do have to bear in mind that USDT dominance is at support. It could be a bounce zone, but some altcoins might just do their thing and continue going up, because I'll speak about Bitcoin dominance in just a sec. But if you want to look at the daily here, you can see whenever we see USDT dominance above this EMA, right? I don't trade EMAs at all, but it just shows you like momentum shift, right? And right now you can see how this EMA is turning down, and we are trading below, which is the first time in a very, very long time, since probably we could say since here, right? July, right? 10th of July, 2025. So really, really crazy. So last year, that's the only time that we were trading below this point. You wouldn't call this trading below because we reclaimed it, right? So trading below this level is showing us that, there is something happening in the crypto market. There is a potential for a move higher. And, this is continuous days of being below. So it is confirmed. So just be careful with this day. We are at support for USDT dominance, but, this is obviously a bullish sign for, the altcoins and Bitcoin. Okay, so let me just quickly go and show you guys something here. That's where is my chart here? So here we go. If we have a look at Bitcoin dominance, so just be careful over here. But basically, Bitcoin dominance we haven't closed just yet. But if we close below this trend over here, this is going to be a really, really good sign for the altcoins. Okay, so obviously Bitcoin dominance has been super, super strong throughout this whole year and throughout last year, right? Which is why Bitcoin's so high and altcoins got absolutely destroyed, right? But if you look at the structurally right now, it's still in this range, right? So what needs to happen is we do need to see Bitcoin dominance actually take out this low, and then it gives us so much room here for the altcoins to have that run, right? It will give us so much room for the altcoins to have that run. When will that happen? I have zero clue. I have no clue when that will happen. But getting below this daily trend right now is giving me a positive sign for the altcoins that we could potentially get a move, more of a move to the upside. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. So obviously we do have to wait for the daily close, but just keep in mind that we are breaking below the support over here for Bitcoin dominance. Okay, and obviously this would give us a bit of room to potentially test these lows over here and give altcoins a bit more of a push higher. Okay, so I'm watching that very, very closely. Then if we have a look at Ethereum here, with Ethereum, basically, also getting above this level here, which is bullish on the daily, we do have this massive, this bearish gap over here, sitting over here. But if you have a look at the 4-hour time frame, the problem is right now, I spoke about it in the group as well, but we still respecting this gap over here, right? So I do need to see, you can see how price literally closed respecting, right? Have a look at this. Let me just remove this. But look how price closed literally respecting this gap over here. So multiple times we haven't closed above that level. So what I want to see is I do want to see that 4-hour close above this level, and then we can potentially look at all this liquidity to the left hand side over here, right over here, and then also this high over here. Okay, because right now we are still getting rejected from this level. So the 4-hour time frame does need to close above this level here, and then it will give us some room to the upside. And then also to monitor this trend over here, you can just draw a trend line just to keep, let's just say you're in a long. What I like to do with trend lines is, like, let's just say I'm in a position right now on ETH, which I'm not, but let's just say we took a position right over here, and then, you put your stop loss. I mean, this would have been a good position, but you put your stop loss below here. But essentially, once we start, this is to make sure you're always going to keep your money, right? Because if we go like this and we come down, we take this level, and then we take this trend, that is where you should be selling your position out, and then instead of coming back down and hitting break even. So trend lines can help with that. Okay, so with ETH, getting a 4-hour close above here would be really nice, and then we could see a push to this level here, and then potentially this level. Okay, but closing back below this level, just watch out for a retest of this trend, and then you could even look for a long off this level here, and then this EMA would also probably come into play as well. So very, very interesting to see what's happening there for Ethereum. Then I quickly want to just quickly go over a position that we did take this morning on hype. Okay, so I was waiting for this trade yesterday. It was super chopped. It actually hit the TP1 that I was looking at yesterday with that 1 hour break. Beautiful trade. Like, I mean, we could have just taken it yesterday off this level right over here. That was the game plan. It was just going to be a scalp trade, but I've actually turned this trade into a swing trade, and I explained why. Because on the daily time frame, we did reclaim this massive resistance, right? And yesterday, well, actually this morning's candle actually closed respecting that zone. Very, very positive sign for hype. I mean, we could even hold this back up to these levels if we do get a push, because I do think the hype's going to be a beautiful token to hold. And if we can somehow catch this trade all the way up to all these levels to the upside, we'll be making quite a lot of money off this level. So we did get quite a good entry this morning. It kind of bounced as we posted, which was pretty beautiful. So yeah, these are the TP levels for hype. I do think that this could play out beautifully. So if you guys did take this setup, well done. Okay. We're almost at the TP1. I will be taking some profits off there. But overall, guys, I'll be honest with you, market is showing some strength over here. I mean, Bitcoin as well, closing back above the value area high, which is pretty insane. We do have this order block sitting just above here that we could potentially, which is probably what's been happening right now. So yeah, we did tap that level. So we do need to get back above there for continuation. But Bitcoin looking strong. There is potential to retest this value area high. There's nothing bearish about what's happening in the market right now. So I'm very on the long side of things. We were looking at TON as well yesterday with this push to the upside. There's a lot of tokens that I was looking at yesterday. It was just super chopped, but you could have taken this trade as well if you did. Well done. But market right now is just showing us a lot of opportunities, for spots as well, which is very nice, because all these tokens are so low as well. So buying at these levels is just insane. So I'm loving what's happening in the market right now. We are in this high position. I will be looking at some other scalp trades throughout the day, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, make sure you guys do check that out. Even ICP now getting back above this level here is pretty good. But we are at resistance, yeah, so we can't do much. But even TIA, I posted this yesterday. I'm pretty sure some of you guys would have taken this trade as well, but it was a beautiful setup. I wasn't here at the time that it broke out. It was at this level, and then I couldn't post it for you guys. But this is why I do post, so you guys can also take it by yourself, right? Because sometimes I won't be there, my TA is never going to just change randomly. So you can just see how this did play out perfectly with TI. I mean, we could even look for a second breakout here, potentially off this level here. That would be insane. So that's something that I'm looking at right now. Actually, I just saw that. Even on the 5, getting a breakout above this level here, showing us that a bit of a momentum. I'm kind of liking this, I'll be honest with you. Kind of liking this. Alright, so if we do get a close above there, I'll be looking at a potential long, and then for TI again. And then you could look to take out this high over here to the left hand side, right over here. Very interesting to see if we can get that. Alright, so that's kind of my thoughts on market. Very short update. Right now I'm pretty bullish in the market. You can't really be bearish at these levels. Obviously you can take some shorts at resistance like SFPs and stuff like that, but overall structure, everything's pointing to the upside. And yeah, just waiting for ETH to show. I mean, it's pumping right now, but if we close back above here, it's going to be insane. So I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys are liking the content. I will be a lot more active on this channel. So if you guys did like it, I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'll see you guys in the group.